Good evening and welcome. You're watching Breaking Views, the only show where we get you all the views so that you get the complete picture. I'm Sanket Upadhyay. 3 South Indian states, incidentally all opposition ruled, which means basically they're not BJP ruled states. They're ruled, and neither are they ruled by any alliance member of the BJP. They are at war with their respective governors. Lots of questions being raised on whether the governors are acting at the behest of the central government. Some even questioning once again the role of the governor. Why do we need these Mahamahims, as they're called in Hindi? Why do we need the governors when all that they do is stop and stall the decisions of the state governments? Now, before we go any further and we tell you in great detail of what is wrong or what is being debated against each of these governors in each of these states, let's quickly take a look at this presentation.
3 southern states, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Telangana, are seeing a running feud between the governor and the ruling party that is now threatening to spill onto the streets and the courts. Today, journalists in Kerala went on a rally to Raj Bhavan after Governor Arif Muhammad Khan had asked a couple of them to leave, alleging they represent hostile political interests.
My request is please go away from here. I won't talk to anybody from Kerala. If any camera is there, I will walk away.
All the political parties other than BJP have come rallied together to support the protest march taken out by the media, workers, journalists to Raj Bhavan. The provocation has been that yesterday the governor misbehaved with the journalists. That would be the most decent way to describe the event that happened.
A week from now, the ruling CPIM is planning a massive protest rally to Raj Bhavan, at which leaders from the DMK are also expected.
Always he is taking such an action. He doesn't have the authority under the Constitution of India. I don't know why this person, this governor, is doing these unconstitutional things for a long time. So the government of India or the president of India has to take some action against him.
In Telangana, Governor Tamilisai had summoned the Education Minister to explain the University Common Recruitment Board Bill, one of the 2 bills pending with her. Tamilisai has alleged that the state government had violated protocol and has been disrespectful, while the ruling party has accused her of acting like a puppet of the centre. But it is not only the TRS. Even the DMK has attacked Tamilisai Soundararajan for what they call poking in the nose in the neighbouring states' politics, when she remarked that the top political family in Tamil Nadu has Telugu roots.
How we conducted the operation?
West Bengal governor, earlier Karnataka governor, Kerala governor, Tamil Nadu governor, and earlier the Maharashtra's governor. See, we look at as though there are only issues with the non-BJP ruled states. Now the governors in Karnataka and Maharashtra have gone silent because now it is ruled by the BJP.
Earlier this month, the DMK had written to the president asking for the recall of Governor R.N. Ravi, alleging that he is unfit to be governor because of his comments and action that the DMK says are unconstitutional. Governors are sent to spending for as many as 20 bills in Tamil Nadu, 8 in Telangana and 2 in Kerala. And non-BJP political parties across party lines and across states seem to be gearing up to fight political, legal and constitutional battles on the role and powers of the governors in the states. With Sam Daniel in Chennai and Srija from Thiruvananthapuram, Uma Sudhir in Hyderabad for NDTV.
Okay, so just to recap before we introduce our guests, and we'll go state by state to tell you exactly what is happening. Let's first talk about Kerala, where the governor versus left front Kerala government war is happening. Kerala Governor Arif Muhammad Khan versus Pinarayi Vijayan, the governor as well as the government. There is a row over appointment of university vice chancellors. The governor actually ordered 10 vice chancellors to quit. He also sent a show cause notice. As the chancellor of the state universities, he appointed 1 vice chancellor. Pinarayi Vijayan, the chief minister, said the governor is trying to run a parallel government. The governor stopped a few media reporters from attending his press conference, alleging biased reporting. Now, as far as the Kerala Chief Minister is concerned, on the 3rd of November, he said, Sangh Parivar is trying to use governors to further their agenda. That was the allegation. Let's now shift focus to Telangana, where again there is a similar row between the governor and the TRS government. Telangana Governor Tamilisai Soundararajan, who is incidentally from Tamil Nadu, but the governor of Telangana, called for KCR government's minister. The governor called KCR minister over Common Recruitment Board. TRS sources say that the governor cannot sit on bills for very long. The TRS government says that the governor has been sitting on as many as 8 bills, not clearing as many as 8 bills. And now let's talk about Tamil Nadu. There is again a war between Tamil Nadu governor as well as the DMK government. The DMK has said that Telugu roots, DMK top family has Telugu roots. This was the allegation by the Telangana governor. DMK mouthpiece says that Governor Tamilisai must not do politics in Tamil Nadu. The mouthpiece also says that the politics in Tamil Nadu, not Tamilisai Soundararajan's job. In fact, Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi did not assent to 20 bills passed by the Tamil Nadu Assembly. That's the allegation. Governor R.N. Ravi's remarks, the DMK says, suggests India a Hindu nation. This has sparked a row. Governor R.N. Ravi's frequent comments on Sanatan Dharm has irked the DMK. In fact, the DMK has also gone on to say that this governor must be recalled. Some even saying, why do we need a governor in the first place? Let's quickly go across to our guests on this big question on war between government and governors and whether the institution itself has become redundant, yes or no. Let's put this to a discussion. Aziz Qureshi is the former governor of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh as well as Mizoram. Thank you very much, Mr. Qureshi, for joining us. We also have John Brittus, Rajya Sabha MP of the CPM, PM Yarini, the DMK spokesperson, Krishank Mane, spokesperson of the TRS, Advocate P. Krishnadas is a spokesperson of the BJP, and Srijit Panikar, a political analyst. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's first begin with you, Mr. Qureshi, and I want to ask you straight up, do you feel that the position of the governor itself, which is now increasingly facing allegations of being politicized, becoming redundant?
It depends on the person concerned. If the governor is a man of conscience, he knows the rules, he knows the constitution, and he acts impartially, then there is no question of saying it that the office of the governor is not of any use. I was governor of Uttarakhand, and then I went to Uttar Pradesh. I had the charge of Uttar Pradesh. There was a bill, Muhammad Ali Johar University bill. It was pending with the 2 honorable governors for 10 years. The bill was passed by Mulayam Singh government, and 2 Congress governments didn't approve it. Only because it was beneficial for the Muslims. 50% reservation for the Muslims laid down in that bill. So when I was the governor, I took the matter, and when I was trying to examine it, I was warned by the government of India. The Home Secretary rang me, if I approve the bill, I will be dismissed. I said, I care a hoot for you. I don't bother. You are opposing it only because it is meant for the benefit of Muslims. And I did approve it, and ultimately I was driven out. So if the governor is a man of conscience, either he should continue with the impartial will, conscience, a living conscience, courage, or he should leave it. So the office is not is useless. It's a bicameral legislature, federal government. There is check and balance system, and there are so many things the governor can check. So far the question of Vice Chancellor is concerned, you know how Vice Chancellor is appointed? I am sorry to say it. When I was governor, 1 crore, 2 crore were offered for every appointment of Vice Chancellor. I am telling it on record. I am telling you on record. One Vice Chancellor who was supposed to be appointed in the Pant University, he came to Raj Bhavan with 6 crores of rupees. My ADC know it, my staff know it, and I turned him out. I wanted to call the police, but the man who recommended him begged me.
Are you thus suggesting that the office of the governor becomes an open platform where money is involved.
Not this.
Appointments.
You are not, don't misinterpret me. I am saying the appointment of vice chancellors is now very much full of corruption. Vice chancellors are appointed not on merit. Vice chancellors are appointed on the payment they make.
So that is why you are saying that the office of the governor must exist to keep decisions in check.
Yeah, is the chancellor, he has the right to examine the person,
okay,
the people.
John, I want to come to you now. John, you see,
Yes,
there is this constant battle between the Kerala governor as well as the state government. Constant battle, right? Now, obviously, Mr. Arif Muhammad Khan says that this is I'll be failing in my duty if I don't point these things out. Where does the truth lie? I mean, this way, the way you are alleging, then there will be no movement at all. He says that this is my call of conscience.
See, this is not something between Governor Arif Muhammad Khan and the state of Kerala or the Kerala government. This is actually a one-sided onslaught against the mandate of the people of Kerala. Let us understand what is the scheme, constitutional scheme. The constitutional scheme and the constitutional morality is that those people who are voted to power need to be permitted, allowed to govern. Now, the Prime Minister has been harping on cooperative federalism on and off. But the reality is that when you are not in a position to destabilize an opposition-led government, you either defame it or disrupt it. This is what is happening in Kerala. It's not something there is a clash between Kerala government and governor. It's an onslaught on the democratic process, constitutional morality, the constitution itself by the governor. Now, let us understand what has happened. Just the other day. The governor of Kerala convenes a press conference. And it's a nasty way of, inviting the press by scrutinizing their antecedents and the media, genre, etc. You need to, send an email request. Then the governor's office needs to permit. Okay, let us debate on that later. Now, after applying for being there in the governor's press conference and admitting, the governor say, get out. This is the way in which the governor of Kerala is behaving. I think there is an impression that
John, so I heard the full statement. He said that your questions are with a political agenda. If you ask questions genuinely, I'm just quoting what he's saying to get your response. He's saying that journalists were acting as political agents, as agents of the left government. The journalist body itself is an extension of the left government.
If he is indulging in blatant politics, the questions also would be having political overtones. Simple as that. What is he indulging in? Today you saw the opposition and the left front, which is ruling the state, coming together, to despise and of course to contempt the action of the government.
Okay, Advocate Krishnadas, I want to come to you now. You see, it's not just Kerala, but in Tamil Nadu as well as Telangana, governors who are perceived to be close to the center are under attack. And the allegation is that this is happening only in states, this conflict is happening only in states which are opposition ruled. You won't see a similar problem in a BJP ruled state or a state ruled by an alliance member of the BJP. For instance, Maharashtra.
That's not true. The action from the side of the Kerala state governor, that started only the issue related with the nepotism of the Kerala government. What was happened is the Kerala government and their ministers, they tried to appoint one of the aide of the CPM man and his wife. Governor particularly opposed that appointment in Kannur University. That was a political issue, and then they started creating issues with the governor and opposing the governor, the chief minister and the council of ministers. They particularly opposed the stand of the governor. That was the first issue started in Kerala. Then thereafter, on October 21st, the Apex Court has issued an order regarding the Kerala Technical University Vice Chancellor. Her appointment was ab initio declined by the court. Then thereafter, the similar appointments in other universities, nearly 10 universities. In that universities, Honorable Governor issued notice to the Vice Chancellors. The similar appointment like the Apex Court decision in Kerala Technical University Vice Chancellor issue. Then the Governor issued notice to the Vice Chancellor either to resign, show us their own reasons, to continue in their post. That process is going on. They approached the Honorable High Court. That issue is pending before the Honorable High Court. And the Vice Chancellor stand was not accepted by the Honorable High Court at a prima facie stand. And no stay was granted. And now the recent issue is in Kerala Technical University, a temporary Vice Chancellor was appointed. Appointed means given charge. That also was opposed by the government because they want to appoint their own men. Now in Kerala, recently all the people noticed that in Trivandrum Corporation, the mayor of the Trivandrum Corporation issued a letter to the district secretary of the CPM, stating that there are appointments pending in the Trivandrum Corporation. They are inviting party men's details from the party secretary for appointment in corporation. That was also opposed by the Honorable Governor. Now the issue between the governor and the state government is, governor is acting upon the basis of the constitution and the provisions that has to be upheld by the governor.
Okay, so you're saying governor is acting as per the rule, whereas the allegation is political in nature. John, before I come back to you, let's get in the other two states also, because Kerala is not the only state facing this this war. PM Yadini, I want to come to you now and ask you this question. In your state, there is a similar issue with the governor. In fact, the Tamil Nadu government has a problem with two governors.
Yes. Before answering your question, I'd like to request Tamilisai Madam to actually quit as a governor and come back to Tamil Nadu politics. She would be great as a BJP chief again, maybe. So basically, when we look at this, right, none of the governors are functioning within their constitutional boundaries. So actually, our party founder C.N. Annadurai and our late chief, Karangar Karnanidhi, their thought is that the position of governor deserves respect only until they function within their constitutional limits and rights. But looking at the non-BJP ruled states, none of these governors function as per their constitutional rights. It is this overreach of the powers, right, that states like Kerala, Telangana, Tamil Nadu or West Bengal is against. Are we seeing this problem in the non-BJP ruled states? No. It is practically in the in the BJP ruled states. But in the non-BJP ruled states, these governors are, they're functioning like listening stations of the union government. Or much more, they act as a sleeper cells of the union government and they become
Sleeper
activated.
Cell.
Yes, or we can even, I would also like to compare them to a spore, right? They germinate only when the situation is favorable to the union government. They can't keep on delaying the legislations. They can't delay the bills, which is being passed by the mandated governments, right? It is not the governors who are responsible to the, answerable to the people, but it is the government which is elected by the people that is answerable to the people. So the governors, they can't, run a parallel government, and the government which is being elected by the people are supposed to they should
No,
be
but then, the question over here is that are you in favor of a governor who agrees to the decisions of the state government, or you are opposed to the very idea of a position of the governor? That a governor must not exist.
With regards to the position of the governor, right? DMK has historically been against the the utility of the position of a governor. So in fact, CN Annadurai, he had compared the position of a governor to that of a redundant goat's beard, right? It is when the EMS Namboodiripad government was dismissed by the then Union government upon the recommendation of the governor in 1959. So since then, even right from the inception of the position of the governor,
so you're saying that the institution of governor itself is redundant and must not exist.
Yes, unless and until they do not function within their limits, right?
Sure.
So,
Krishank, again, who defines the limit? Because, you've got Arif Mohammad Khan who says that I'm going by the rule book.
No, it is not the rule book, right? It is the duty, it is the responsibility of the CM.
Sure. Krishank Mane, there is a link between Telangana and Tamil Nadu because your governor is actually from Tamil Nadu. Now, what is the problem that you claim to be facing with your government?
Well, I'll put forth the case, Sanket, for you and for this nation to decide. We have a governor. While the government of Telangana has been taking up the job recruitment process, we've had Group 1 examinations very recently. Government of Telangana has decided a common recruitment board for all the universities before we take up this job recruitment. And we've sent this bill, our cabinet has sent this bill to Honorable Governor. But since months, Governor has not signed the bill, but
what is the logic given?
24. I'll come to this. Just 24 hours of a by-poll defeat for the Bharatiya Janata Party. We see the Governor Madam going to meet the Union Minister for Home, and then suddenly she writes a letter to the Education Minister of Telangana, summoning her for an explanation. Now, how can a governor summon an education minister? Rather, if she has issues with the bill, she should send back to the government and then the government would give an explanation. But rather, summoning an education minister is overstepping her powers, which is not at all mentioned constitutionally. While this is an issue, because all this happens immediately after a by-poll defeat, and when student bodies, the whole Telangana student bodies have given a call for Chalo Raj Bhavan, a protest, and then we see after months governor speaking about it. Why this delay is our question. It absolutely looks politically. And apart from this overstepping of powers, I would like to say yes, because you've raised the issue of Tamil Nadu also. Can a governor comment on language and language-based politics? Would the top brass leadership of BJP agree to it if the same comments were happened on Hindi? How can a governor speak about Telugu and Tamil Nadu and relate this politics with language?
Okay.
We question the top brass leadership of BJP that would they appreciate this same comment if such kind of politics happened with Hindi and those Hindi ruled state governors?
Oh, Krishank, please, this Hindi imposition debate, let's please keep this separate because, then I will need 7, 8, 10, 12 hours.
I think the governor should know that.
Such a huge topic. So we will restrict ourselves to governors today, okay? Just governors and governments, not Hindi imposition.
Now when Sanket,
I will need a telethon for Hindi imposition debate. Yes, very quickly.
When governors want to interfere into that, we have no choice but to comment.
Srijit, I want to come to you now. Yes, you have heard what the ex-governor here has to say. He believes that the institution is important. You have heard opinion of the respective states, also representatives of the respective state governments, what they feel about the role of these governors in opposition ruled states. Why is it that the allegation repeatedly comes from opposition ruled states? You never see this problem appearing now in Maharashtra. Earlier it existed, now it doesn't.
Yeah, basically because all these issues happen whenever specific issues are taken up and the governor is alleged on the basis of that. But here, when Mr. John Britta says that the government has the people's mandate and the governor has to acknowledge that, it is equally important to acknowledge that the mandate is not to promote nepotism and favoritism. Now, the governor, for example, in the case of Kerala, he intervened when the merit list for the appointment of an assistant professor was inverted to appoint the wife of the CM's secretary. So that was the first intervention. And thereafter, what happened is that the KTU case was decided by the Supreme Court. Now, the governor was right in demanding that the resignation of the VCs have to be there, who were appointed on the basis of the state rules and in violation of the UGC norms. You can see some commonalities in that with the Telangana as well, because of the universities were not following the UGC norms strictly. The other one probably is about some of the bills that he has been holding without giving his assent for a long time. And this is also an allegation against the other two governors.
Srijit, I'm only restricting my point to the fact that these governor wars seem to be happening in states which the BJP or BJP alliance partners do not rule. So do you see some common ground here? That governors in these states have a fine tooth comb as opposed to other governors.
No, Sanket, please tell me this. Can you name some of the other states which have passed the state rules and they have violated the UGC norms to appoint vice chancellors? If you can point them in the BJP rule states, then I agree.
Okay, I mean, I don't think
that exactly is the problem. That exactly is the problem. That exactly, John.
Sangeet,
I
will answer.
Please hear.
Very quickly, running out of time, John.
No, please hear me out. Please hear me out.
Quick, 10 seconds, please. Running out of time. John wants to jump in.
Srijit Panikkar is a BJP spokesperson. I think you should.
This is the problem. This is the problem.
Now, I am telling you because you have been advocating for
Sanket, this is the problem. This man, John Brittas, wants to dilute the discussion by leveling political allegations against me without answering the question.
University in Kerala,
The question.
Committee,
No. The problem here is
identified 16 persons, and the government of India, the education department, picked up somebody from outside the 16 persons, and he is asking, whether it has happened in the university.
Okay.
No, that is
okay. I've completely run out of time.
No, John, you are
Hope that
comparing
the
apples
governor
with
battle gets
oranges.
resolved,
You
or
are not
we'll have to
comparing-
debate this again.
No,
Thank
no,
you very
you are
much,
not
ladies and
comparing
gentlemen, for
apples with
joining us.
oranges.
We come to the end of Breaking News. News continues.